Hey everyone, welcome to the second episode of The Revenue Journey. My name is Asher and I'm here to share about my journey, observations and perspective doing technology sales in Southeast Asia. Now I remember when I was learning about sales while I was still in university, every sales leader out there talked about the importance of the discovery call, which is typically the first call you have with the prospect. I was taught that it is of utmost importance that you ask the right questions and figure out the actual problem and the pain before you even go into a demo. I remember one of the first frameworks I learned about asking questions was SPIN, S-P-I-N. It taught me that there are different levels of questions such as situation questions, problem questions, implication questions, and need payoff questions. And there is a certain format of questioning you should try to follow whenever you have a conversation with one of your prospects. I adopted this way of doing a discovery call, but I soon realized that something wasn't quite right. It seems like sometimes the more I tried to ask questions and figure out the actual pain of the prospect, the more resistant they seem. I've had prospects telling me things like, why not you just tell me what you can offer me? Or things like, why not you show me a demo instead of you asking me so much questions? Most of the time in a slightly irritated or frustrated tone. I couldn't quite figure out the reason why. Why are they not answering me the way I thought they should? Why isn't the conversation flowing? And here's the thing, I soon realized that the conversation flow and pattern is different for people in different countries. So a quick shout out to my general manager Antoine, who actually shared with me an excellent article from Business Insider to help me explain this. Now this is an interesting one. Business Insider actually published multiple communication patterns as collated by Richard Lewis, a very famous British linguist. Now it shows the communication patterns of different people around the world. These diagrams that you'll see further confirm my observations. Now let's start with a communication pattern when speaking to an American. As you can see, they start off by putting their cards on the table. They tell you what they need, what they want, and even spell it out for you even louder. They're also actively looking for a discussion on the best proposal. Now in my personal opinion, this is amazing for an initial conversation because you know exactly what they're thinking, which helps to move the conversation forward. Now let's turn our eyes to the communication pattern with a Singaporean, which is quite the opposite. You see that there is a need to first build harmony and trust through various activities, and even when that's done, they like to keep it to themselves first. And they will kindly request that you speak first. And here's the thing, if you do not first build a relationship with them, you may not even get opinions out of them. And it's true as well. A lot of times I think about when someone tries to sell me something, try to ask me about my problems, I will be really hesitant to share with him if I don't know that person. And when I think about it, a lot of times, the first time I speak to a Singaporean prospect is over Zoom, and there is no relationship built yet, which shows why they tend not to give me many answers. The more I read, the more I feel like these communication patterns are present in conversations that I had with different people from different countries. Now this is by no means a hard and fast rule, but it could be a good rule of thumb for any one of us who's trying to prospect into different countries in APAC or in Southeast Asia. And that's all I wanted to share this week. There are many other communication patterns of countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand in the link below, so feel free to check them out. Now I would really love to hear your thoughts as well as your comments or experiences that you may have, so feel free to comment down below and let's start the discussion.